it's just, I look at this character, how do I feel about them? I got 5 tiers here. No notes is the top. Smashing's below that, so just very good, but not top. Middle is, hey, this is fine. Then there's not a big fan. Then there's just, I hate this. So I got 5. 5 tiers here. It's a vibe check tier list. Let's start with Bayonetta, because we're starting alphabetically, apparently. Bayonetta. Bayonetta! That's the best thing about Bayonetta, actually, is the way the announcer says her name in Spectre. Bayonetta! Bayonetta! I like that. That's pretty good. I don't even know if I don't even know if the Mii fighters are in this. That's okay if they're not, because I don't have very strong feelings about them. Oh, they are in here. Great. Don't worry. I don't know. I will say I like short hair Bayonetta more than long hair Bayonetta. Is this spicy? I think Bayonetta's fine. I am also slightly traumatized from her being really overpowered in Smash Bros. 4 for a while, and it was kind of obnoxious. I mean, I like her thing. I don't know why. It's like, I don't care when characters swear in video games. Sometimes when Bayonetta swears, it's always like, I don't know if cringe is the word. It seems slightly forced. Like, whoa, Bayonetta said fuck. Like, I don't know. Bayonetta's fine. I can't get a read on her. She's very aloof. Like, I played her games. I still don't actually know what she's about. I don't know what her deal is, really. And I feel like that's weird. She's fine. I think Bayonetta's fine. Bowser. Big boy Bowser. I kind of missed when Bowser looked more like a dinosaur in these games. I think it was in 4 that they changed his style to look more like how he actually does in the games, which I get. But again, I kind of missed that melee, just like really lurching over dinosaur thing. But I do like, look, Bowser's a great character, obviously. I like his look. I like his like relatively simple moveset. They don't do anything too crazy. You know, he's got fire breath. He has really big, powerful punches. I like that thing where he just kind of grabs you and does a flip. I like Bowser. I think I like him a bit more than fine. I think I'll probably put Bowser there for now. Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. Is anybody really happy when Bowser Jr. shows up in a game? Is anybody like, oh, great, Bowser Jr.'s here? I can't believe he still has that mask that he wore in Sunshine, like, around his neck. It looks like a bib now. There's also the implication that Bowser has had sex, and I don't like that. He was okay in Bowser's Fury. Was definitely his best appearance. He was like, okay in Mario plus Rabbids. I like that they just gave him the clown card, Smash Brothers. It's kind of fun that you can be all the Koopalings. Yeah, I like Ludwig. He's a very annoying character to play against. I have a friend who plays against him, and he's kind of frustrating. I'm not a big fan of Bowser Jr. Hey, Grim. Hey, Grim. He's kind of Scrappy-Doo. Now, granted, I actually defend Scrappy-Doo. Like, some people are like, Scrappy-Doo's dumb. I don't think it's that bad. I don't mind Scrappy-Doo. I get Scrappy-Doo. Like, my favorite Scooby-Doo thing is probably still Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School, and Scrappy-Doo is an important part of that, right? So, I mean, yeah, he's fine. Captain Falcon. It's funny how, like, at this point, I think a lot of people just associate Captain Falcon with Smash Brothers more than F-Zero, right? Right? He's a good character. He's a great Smash Brothers character. Like, you know, they had to invent a moveset for him in the original Smash Brothers because, like, you know, he's just some guy in a car. And they somehow made it work really well. He's really fast, but strong. Just doesn't have much of an aerial game, right? He's an iconic Smash Brothers character. I don't, like, love him. I have no, like, special affinity with him. I actually, like, kind of rarely pick him, even. But I like him. I'm glad he's here. I maybe even like him a little bit more than Bowser. Like, he's just iconic. Like, Falcon Punch, like, it's, you know, even though that move almost never hits, you love throwing it out there because it just feels good. It just feels good. This is interesting. They have Charizard here as a separate character from oh, that's right, because they just have all 3 of these. The Pokemon trainer characters. I think Charizard's fine. You know what I don't like about Charizard is that his types are fire and flying when he's the most dragon-ass looking Pokemon character in the world. And, like, dragon type existed since the original. So I find that kind of annoying. He plays fine. Kind of little uninteresting. But he plays well enough. He's okay. I got nothing against Charizard, but I don't feel super fantastic about him either. Crom. So I like Fire Emblem Awakening a lot. And, when they added Robin in Lucina to 4, I guess there was people who were like, oh, I can't believe they didn't add Crom. And at the time I was like, well, why do we need Crom for? That's just another, like, Marth clone, right? And we already have, like, Lucina was better choice, and Robin was a way better choice. So I like Crom in Fire Emblem Awakening. I know he's an Echo character, still pretty redundant in Smash Brothers, even for Echo characters. Like, he should just actually be like a skin swap or something. Like, if you just look at his picture down here, you maybe would just think that's Marth without his, like, crown thing. I don't know. Like, again, I love Fire Emblem Awakening. I like him in Awakening. As a Smash Brothers character, he doesn't do a whole lot for me. I'll put him in front of Bowser Jr. Exactly. That's why, yeah, there are no rules. It's just how I feel based on whatever. Like, Cloud. No, Marth's not the guy who fights for his friends. Ike has that, so there's at least that. Ike has the iconic voice line. Crom. I'm just playing Fortnite and I'm thinking about Crom. Crom is just like, Cloud. It was cool that they added Cloud to Smash Brothers. It was a bit of a, well, of course, if they're going to add somebody from Final Fantasy, it's going to be Cloud. I do like the way they kind of make his limit break part of it. I don't like how you constantly have to charge your limit break. When I'm playing as Cloud, like, Cloud's mostly fun. I don't like all of the, like, sitting around like, oh, I want to charge my limit break. Should have been Vivi. You know what else I don't like? I don't like that they don't have English voice for him. Like, what? Like, you couldn't have gotten the English voice actor in for a little bit, like Nintendo? You have to sell another 40 million copies of Smash Brothers? It just seems lazy to me. I don't like hearing that Japanese voice for Cloud. I think he's actually a pretty good. He's fun to play, and I like Final Fantasy a lot. But there's something uninteresting about him as a guest character. He's also been a guest character in so many fighting games. I feel like, right? It's Cloud. It's Cloud. It's fine. It was stingy. What really does it is the no voice acting thing. That drives me crazy. That drives me absolutely insane. Crom. I like female Crom better than male Crom, by the way. What's interesting about Crom is I actually like the moveset quite a bit. I think it's I'm glad it's just not another Marth clone. Did we really need to add a Fire Emblem Fates character to Smash Bros? I know they did it as DLC. It was almost more about promoting that game. But again, we already had I'm not somebody who's furious about all the Smash Brothers characters that are all the Fire Emblem characters that are in Smash Brothers. I kind of get it. But, like, Crom, like, when you compare it to all the other ones, even, like, Crom from Fire Emblem Fates. It's Corrin. Crom was the other one. Thank you. See, I can't remember his name. That's a bad sign, Corrin. Can't remember your fucking name. That's a bad sign. I like the way he plays, but, like, as a character, even, like, in Fire Emblem, he's just, like, I don't know. He's so forgettable. He's no Robin. This list is going great. I'm glad he's not a Marth clone. That's what's keeping him out of the bottom tier. I don't like Corn. I don't like Dyson. Oh, shit. Look who's up. Look who we got here. Oh, this is fucked up because, like, this whole I like Daisy thing was kind of pushed on me based off a joke I made about her ass in a soccer game. She's a clone. So, like, it's nothing super exciting. You know what? I like Daisy now. I like sporty Daisy, like Princess Daisy and her yellow dress and her crown. Doesn't necessarily do a whole lot for me, right? Like, it's fine. Like, I could honestly probably count on, like, one hand the number of times I've played as her. It's not very much. Is Byleth not on this list? Yeah, maybe Byleth's not on it, or maybe somewhere down here in the bottom. Might be an older. That's not weird because Sora's here. Byleth maybe maybe shows up somewhere else. We'll find her. Here to your bucket. I don't know. She's probably honestly like. I love the character. It's Smash Brothers. Just I know that she's just a clone character or whatever they call them, shadow characters, whatever the hell. If I put her above Cloud, no, I'll put her. She's worse than Cloud. She's better than Charizard. Actually, she's better than Bayonetta, but she's there. Echo Fighters, thank you, Sean. She's there. Um, okay. Look, I haven't played Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm not a big fan of just the dark version of the character, anyways. But when you literally, it's Dark Pit. It's like, and he's just like edgy Pit. When you literally just do this Shadow the Hedgehog thing. Oh yeah, if to be clear about Daisy, if it was like Striker's Daisy, and it should be, it just should have like a sports themed moveset. She'd be amazing. But I don't like her as a Peach clone. But yeah, Dark Pit. I just don't like it. I almost never pick this character. I find him repulsive. It's stupid. It's like slightly edgelordy. His moveset's just boring because it's just Pit. Shadow's more personality than Dark. Yeah, Shadow might actually be better. Yeah, Dark Pit is my first bottom tier character here. And yeah, like a lot, like at least Dark Samus is more of a force of nature, right? Like Dark Samus isn't a character who says stupid things. So there's that. It's almost kind of like a monster. I like the look of Dark Samus also. Dark Samus looks cool, but it is still like that stupid, like, oh, the evil clone version of Samus. And there's even been like multiple versions of that, right? Like I liked the SAX version and Fusion, like in terms of actually being scary. I don't know if Dark Samus ever scared me. She's cool in the Metroid Prime games. It's fine. Dark Samus is fine. Like super middle of the pack. Diddy Kong. How do I feel about Diddy Kong? I've never thought very long about how I feel about Diddy Kong before in my life. I don't think I feel strongly about Diddy Kong. I think it made a lot of sense giving Donkey Kong a Psychic character. I don't like monkeys. Can I just say that? Monkeys as animals weird me out. They're kind of gross. They're kind of weird. I don't like how much they're like humans because of evolution. Right? I don't know. I think Diddy Kong's kind of annoying. I think his banana peel, it's like the one Smash Bros. Brawl Legacy is the banana peel. Triple Shun's Furious. I don't know. I don't think I like Diddy Kong very much. I know he was really good in I think 4 for a while, but I'm not a big Diddy Kong fan. Donkey Kong though, that's a good big boy. There's nothing wrong with Donkey Kong. He's not super. I don't like him as much as Bowser, but he's just another very good big boy. Ever since they put that tie on Donkey Kong, they kind of figured shit out, huh? Monkey Lobby. Like, apes are better than monkeys, to be clear. I don't know why, but they just are. Apes are better than monkeys. I like Donkey Kong's relatively simple moveset. It's very satisfying, going around, smash, punch people. Good. Dr. Mario's one of the better Echo fighters. I don't know why, it just tickles my fancy. Dr. Mario. I like any doctor that has that thing. The CD-ROM on their headband. That's a good look. I like that it's cute that he throws the pills. I mean, it's nothing amazing. Okay, you're worse than Daisy, but Dr. Mario's fine. Duck Hunt, this was a cute one. This was like a surprise in Smash Bros. 4, I remember. It's a mirror, shut up. This was like a cool surprise when Duck Hunt was added. And I like that he's kind of just like an NES montage character, right? Like he summons those like shooter gallery people and stuff like that. Like he's a light gun character. Just like all of his stuff is light gun themed, or NES Zapper themed to be more specific. It's probably my least favorite of what I would put in Smashing. I think it's cool that they added the Duck Hunt dog. Also, very good alt skins with the different kinds of ducks and dogs. That's really good. Falco! I like Falco's design a lot. I hate his personality. He's annoying. Everybody knows that. Design-wise, he looks really cool. Also, Lombardi is a good last name. Falco Lombardi. That's a good name. Must be Italian. So that puts him in mid-tier immediately. He's an Echo fighter, so whatever. So Falco's big... Seth hates Falco. Oh no, Falco's fine. He's probably my least favorite in Hades. Nah, better than Charizard. Nah, he's worse than Charizard, but he's fine. I don't dislike him. He should be grateful. Then there's Fox. Fox is so loaded. Because Fox is just like so Smash Brothers melee, so Smash Brothers-y. They did a really good job, again, taking a character who was just in a vehicle and giving him a moveset. Good luck. I I don't love Fox. I've never played as Fox a whole lot. I've had some friends who did, especially in Melee. It was fun. I don't know. Like I like the way Fox looks great. He's either bottom of smashing or the top of hey, this is fine. Yeah, he's just so iconic. I think I have to put him in smashing. Ganondorf's weird. I understand they threw him last second, so they just made him a freaking Captain Falcon clone. It's weird that he still is one. He still doesn't really use the sword except for some smash attacks. Like, it works kind of because he's just this big bruiser, but even still, he's like mostly fighting with his fists, where like in Zelda games, that's not a thing he ever does. They should have revamped him already. He looks cool. He looks cool. I'll give him that. Not a. I don't like. He should not still be an Echo. He's not even technically an Echo character because he differs enough. I think. I don't know. There's a missed opportunity here. There's a missed opportunity with Ganondorf. Great Ninja's pretty fun. I thought that was actually, like that was add a Pokemon. I thought that was a pretty good one to add. Makes sense. That's the ninja thing. Kind of similar to Chic. A good move set. Makes sense. I don't love it. It's okay. It's okay. I would like better than Charizard, better than Dr. Mario. Greninja's is pretty. Greninja is good. Doesn't like excite me. I didn't do him dirty. He's better than average. He just doesn't do much for me. Ice climbers. Like, again, it's cool that they added ice climbers. I don't like the whole controlling two characters thing. It feels really gimmicky. Nana is always dying. It's kind of annoying. I'm not a big fan of the ice climbers. I think they're okay. They're like kind of fun as like a gimmick sometimes. I'm not a big fan of the whole thing. Ike. He fights for his friends. I like the idea of taking it's another Marth clone, but at least what if Marth but slower and stronger? I think that's neat. I like that he's basically just, I have really strong smash attacks, and that's what I do. So as far as the Smash Bros. Characters, I kind of like him okay. I'm not super excited by Ike. I like his victory phrase, right? I like that he fights for his friends. Good for him. You put him there. I remember being really kind of disappointed when they added this guy. God, what the hell is his even name? Wrestler Cat. I thought that there was a rumor that they're going to add Dedede or whatever, the Archer Bird instead, and we got Wrestler Cat. Incineroar, that's it. He has an okay moveset. I don't like the way this Pokemon looks. I don't like all these Pokemon that just look like people. And I know you can say that about Great Ninja, but it's worse here. I'm not a big Incineroar fan. I'm going to put him in the bottom of not a big fan. Bottom of not a big fan. Worst, yeah, his recovery is awful. Well, maybe not the worst. It's up there. Your favorite feelings. Now this list is actually bad. I'm glad everybody's upset. I've got nobody and no notes. Inkling. Yeah, this is great. This is good. They really did a good job putting her stuff in the game. It made sense. She's actually from a new Nintendo property that's doing really well. You think the Green Ninja Scar's creepy? It's kind of creepy. Yeah, Inkling makes a lot of sense. Isabelle. Oh God, this is people are gonna be pissed off no matter what I do here. People have such strong feelings about Isabelle. Isabelle, not Isabella, huh? Isabelle, right? I can't remember. Yeah, she's fine. Better than Bayonetta. Worse than Dark Samus. I don't know. Fine. She Isabelle. I feel like everybody else has strong characters about Isabelle, and she Isabelle. I see. The Jack character Jack wants to kill. Yeah, she's fine. Ivysaur. I understand somebody had to get their ugly teenager mid-tier evolution in here because of the gimmick they were doing with Pokemon Trainer, but come on. Ivysaur, literally, I look at Ivysaur and I just feel myself back in high school with braces and pimples. It makes me unhappy. I also don't know, Ivysaur. And his moveset's just kind of annoying. Better than Dark Pit. I don't think I like Ivysaur. I think Bayonetta rules. Yeah, I don't know if I've upset the Jigglypuff or the Ivysaur fans. The Simpsons Pimple Teen, yeah. Jigglypuff, really boring moveset on Jigglypuff, honestly. I know some people like Jigglypuff, but just like try to make a person fall asleep and then sleep on them and that hurts them for some reason. Then you have like the annoying roll thing. I'm not a big Jigglypuff fan. I don't hate Jigglypuff, but I'm not a big fan. I am not a big fan of Jigglypuff. Yeah, Bayonetta's in the middle. You missed my whole Bayonetta spiel. Yeah, I think Jigglypuff's very strong in melee, but yeah. Yeah, don't tell Rachel about the Bayonetta ranking. Jigglypuff's not above Ivysaur. This is a joke. No, she is. She is. Ken! Echo Fighter. I mean, I like Ken. I like Ken in Third Strike a lot. I like Ken's song. I'm glad they put that in Smash Brothers, but like Ken's fine. I'm not a big fan of all these Smash Bros. Characters that actually just come from fighting games, I'll be honest. Like, they all play a little weird to me. So you'll see that come up again. And, you know, Ken is fine. And I get it. Like, if you're going to add a second Street Fighter character after Ryu, it's just going to be Ken, but it sure would have been cool if it was, you know, somebody a bit more, like somebody with a more unique moveset. And again, I understand why they aren't going to do that, because this is easier. Like, I don't hate it. It just doesn't do much for me. It's probably the bottom. I can't say in good consciousness he's better than Charizard, but also Falco's better than Charizard. Ken's better than Charizard, actually. I'm going to put Ken above Charizard. King Dedede! He is a king. Just a Chad. I love Dedede. Great. This is the best he looks, too. I don't like that new way he looks in, like, in Forgotten Land and how they're redoing him in Return to Dreamland's DX. Dedede rules. Even though he's, like, sometimes not very good, I just play with him as much as I can. I just think he's fun as a big, beefy guy. His, like, when you, like, just crouch down, he does this, like, thing on the ground. It's like a taunt without being a taunt. Just fantastic. I love Dedede. I love his constant heel face turns. The gourmet race music I associate with him. It's just beautiful. It's fantastic. Dedede's great. I love Dedede. Man, this is weird, because I've had no top tiers at all, and now, here we go. Speaking of big, beefy bad guys who are also kings, King K. Rool, very good. Super fun moveset. One of my favorite movesets in the game, actually. All around, a lot of fun stuff you can do there. Like, just strong on the ground, strong in the air, good specials, really good recovery. Gangplank Galleon, again, just an amazing song. Maybe my favorite song in all of Smash Brothers is that ska version of Gangplank Galleon that they added. It's just, and look, this is the best he's ever looked, by the way. He actually, like, he kind of, sometimes in the actual Donkey Kong Country games, especially in Donkey Kong 64, he looks a little too goofy. Like, he's not a threat. He looks like a threat here. He looks kind of scary. So, King K. Rool rules. And then, man, yeah, Kirby. Top tier Kirby. Love Kirby. Kirby was my main in Smash Bros. 4, and I still like to play as him a lot in Ultimate. Kirby's super fun. Moveset makes a ton of sense. And just being able to suck every character up, and each one you get a different power and a different outfit. It's just fantastic. All the different jumps. Just a perfect glass cannon type of character. It all makes a lot of sense. I love Kirby. Kirby's great. I have no problems with Kirby. Link! No notes, Kirby. Link. Normal Link doesn't do a whole lot for me in Smash Bros. Is that weird to say? Including, like, this Breath of the Wild version with, like, the remote bomb, basically. You know what? Yeah, I should actually... What's the order here? I think Kirby's my favorite character so far, and then... that might be right. Link... This version of Link's fine. I like the other Links more. This Link's fine. I mean... Is it bad to say he's the top of this is fine? I mean, it's Link, so I feel weird, like, not putting him in Smashing, but it's... I don't know. I never play as regular Link. Little Mac. I was so happy when they added Little Mac. I was kind of furious it took so long with Little Mac. To me, Little Mac seemed like such an obvious choice, and it took them forever to do it. So I was super glad they finally did. And, like, I get it with his moveset. He's super glass cannon, right? It does feel bad to play as him sometimes, though, because, like, if you get knocked out, you're just dead. So I'd never play him very seriously, but he's always fun to play. I think he's a great character for like newer players too, because they just can smash like the smash attacks or whatever, and they can maybe have a chance. But he's not great. I get it. He's kind of gimmicky in terms of what he can actually do. But I love Little Mac, and I like Fight. I like what I always called it, Fight Club, Punch Out. He's good if you're not playing competitive stages. Yeah, exactly. If you're playing a stage that doesn't have edges, he's great. We'll put him at the bottom of smashing. Lucario. I'm very confused about why Lucario is such a big deal, by the way. It's like, if they're ever going to add 4 Pokemon to anything, if like we're only going to add 4 Pokemon to this game, Lucario is always one of them. And maybe I'm just an old fuddy-duddy. Oh no, Sean's going to be furious. I don't get it with Lucario. He's the Pokemon that looks a lot like a furry. He looks a lot like a furry. He's kind of fun to play as. That's what's going to save him here. I actually think Lucario is a lot of fun to play as. I like, it's like a more agile Mewtwo. I like his down air move a lot that like stops him in midair. I don't hate this. It's weird because I find him disgusting to look at but fun to play. But I resent his popularity also, so that's maybe why I'm not a big fan, but I'll put him at the top of not a big fan. Put him at the top of not a big fan, sorry. Like it's out of line, but he's right. I find him disgusting. They treat him like a human. Doesn't he talk in some of the things too? I don't know. Lucario weirds me out. Also, he's a psychic type and a fighting. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what his deal is. Is he a shrine maiden? I think he's a shrine maiden. Lucas. I like Lucas. I never even played Mother 3, but I like Lucas. He's a little blonde boy. And it reminds me of like my brother and now my nephew, and that's funny. I like that he's very meek. Like he seems like he's about to cry at any moment and must be protected. He has very strong smash attacks, which I find really fun. Like sometimes I just like to be him and just see if I can catch people in that ridiculous down smash. Like, hey now, hey now. No, I like Lucas a lot. Really, really good design. I like Lucas. Lucina, I mean, a Marth clone, but a decent Marth clone. But a Marth clone. It's fine. It's better. It's better than Charizard and Ken, but it's not better than Falco. Fine. Fine. Luigi! Definitely at least smashing. I don't think I have no notes with Luigi. I'm glad that they finally put some of his, like they gave him some Luigi's Mansion flair with his throws at least finally. Like some of his moves are still kind of nonsensical, like the whole missile thing, like whatever. And he still has like his that tornado that Mario used to have for some reason. But it's Luigi. I'll put him at the bottom of smashing. I like to play as Luigi. I don't love Luigi. Luigi's good. Luigi's very good. Mario. Oh, this is loaded. Here's the thing about Mario. Great. I love him in Smash Bros. I love how he always has like those realistic denims, pants, right? He's iconic. The only thing that bothers me about Mario is the flood attack. Now I love Flood. I think Flood's great. I like that he has a flood attack. That's a weird move. You have to like charge it up and it doesn't do damage. It just kind of pushes people. It's like it's hard to know what you're supposed to use that for unless you're a pro. And it's a weird thing for the Mario character to have. Like Mario's supposed to be the most entry level, like everybody can use character, and that the flood thing's weird. I'm surprised they haven't changed that yet. So that's what's going to keep him out of no notes, because I have a note for him, but he's still very fun to play as. He's great. I'll put him at the top of smashing, but I have a note for Mario. I have a note. Marth. Flood has competitive utility. Don't you love that shit? Don't use my words against me. Marth. Marth's fun. I mean, especially back when he was like the only sword character. It was kind of neat. It's like a fun gimmick. But again, I don't love Marth. It's fine. I don't play as Marth a whole lot. I mean, The coolest thing about Marth was when he was a secret character in Melee, and I was like, wait, what the hell is a Fire Emblem? There's a whole Nintendo series we never just got over here. So like, I like Marth's fine, on the better end of fine. Marth, yeah, I like the announcer yells good. I picked out a persona yet? No, I have not. Don't you ever ask me that again. Mega Man. You know me and Mega Man. I think he's a lot of fun in Smash. I think they did a really good job picking his moves. I like that it's very Mega Man 2 and 3 focused, but also like there's a bit of stuff from all the games there, and that's cool. I love the way he looks. This is the best Mega Man's ever looked. Yeah, Cloud was DLC. This is the best Mega Man's ever looked because they kind of keep his like 8-bit proportions. Sometimes he looks like too sleek and almost teenish. No, he's a little boy. God, you guys are gonna make another little boy comment. I don't know. I like it. It's cute. I love this Mega Man. He's great. He's adorable, but he's powerful. He's good. I actually like playing as these other ones more, so I'm gonna actually put him at the bottom of no notes for now. I think there's some DLC characters at the bottom of this list, so not everything's alphabetical here. Yeah. So don't worry about like I see Byleth down here. Don't worry. Okay. Mega Man's reveal trailer was the best. Maybe Banjo-Kazooie's was better. Mega Man's was very good. Meta Knight. I'm still, like, traumatized by Meta Knight from Brawl when he was overpowered, and that was back before we could have patches. So Meta Knight was just overpowered forever, and it fucking sucked. And I've never welcomed to... Even though I love Meta Knight in Kirby, he traumatizes me in Smash Brothers because of that time. He was just an overpowered fudge ball. In Brawl. A Brawl fudge ball. He's kind of fun to play as. He's okay. Like I said, I barely play as him anymore. Maybe I'm just not a big fan of Meta Knight in Smash Brothers. Like, I'd rather just be Kirby. I'll put him at the top. He's better than Lucario. He doesn't disgust me. I like the way he looks. That might be rough, but it's how I feel. Mewtwo was a really cool secret character for Melee. Although he was kind of weak in Melee, which was a bummer. But it was cool that he was hidden there. They powered him up. I mean, I like Mewtwo being in Smash Bros. A lot. That makes a lot of sense. He's much better in Ultimate. Like, Mewtwo's great. I love the idea of, like, the Ultimate Pokemon. And, like, getting him after you beat Red and Blue felt great. I think his moveset is good. It makes a lot of sense. Well, I don't like a couple of his specials. Like, the one where you just, like, try to daze a person is kind of lame. The reflector is a little clumsy. Like, there's some people who have reflectors now and better reflectors than Mewtwo's. That's, like, kind of a problem. I love his forward throw where he, like, shoots the ball, like, the energy balls after he throws them. I think I'll do, like, Mewtwo. Maybe not as much as I even like Luigi, but I think I'll put Mewtwo up there. All right. Here's the Mii fighters. Look, I'm going to make this simple. I don't like any of the Mii fighters very much. It was kind of cute to dress them up. I was almost insulted when they would be like, you don't get Geno from Mario RPG, but here's a Geno skin. Like, make your own Geno. Like, no, fuck you. You make him. I do like Gunner probably better than, that's the right order. I don't like them. Like, putting them in going forward is fine, whatever. I never pick these people. Like, come on. I'm not going to pick these guys. The Mii fighters? No. You get pissed off for a total agreement. Yeah. Mr. Game & Watch! I wonder if this is going to surprise people. No notes. Great. Fantastic. Mr. Game & Watch is great. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. Me and my friends have a special way of playing Smash Bros. This is funny because this actually relates to our question in Nintendox today. Have you ever played a game with like special rules? Yeah, so we played nines or Hammer Time, we call it, where we all play. We only play as Mr. Game & Watch, and you're only allowed to use that hammer move, and it's just going around trying to hit people and get nines, and it's super fun. But without that, like, just a fun character. I think this moveset feels good. The animation's great. He was a really cool surprise. Back in Melee, he was introduced. Like, I wouldn't change a thing about Mr. Game & Watch. He's great. He's not like my favorite, but I have absolutely no notes. I think they did a very good job there. I think Ness is also a lot of fun. Pretty. I think he's better than Lucas, and actually maybe even feels a little bit better to play as. I don't think he looks. I don't like his character design as much as Lucas is. We'll put him right by Lucas. Ness was the one in the original Smash Bros. That felt like a deep pool, and that was cool back then. Like, whoa, Ness is a secret character in Smash Bros. In Nintendo 64? Neat. In fact, that was so neat, I will put him in front of Lucas there. He's good. Captain Olimar. I don't personally like... I feel like stressed out worrying about the Pikmin, so I don't personally like playing as Captain Olimar a lot. I like the character. He makes a lot of sense. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. It's fine. It doesn't, like, there's nothing about it I actively dislike. I almost never choose to play as Olimar, to be honest. He's fine. I think Pac-Man's pretty neat in Smash Bros., actually. I like how they just kind of made him a Namco character. like a lot of his movesets comes from other Namco games. Like he has a Galaga ship. He's got the Mappy Land bouncing pad. It's neat. So he's better than fine. I don't know if I love it, but I think Pac-Man's cool. I'm glad he's there. It makes sense. Palutena. I think Palutena's pretty neat, actually. She has a pretty cool moveset. I especially like when they kind of simplified it a bit after 4, I think, right? In Ultimate, they kind of she had like a deflector and a counter, and they just made the same thing, and that was kind of a good thing. I liked that. Yeah. I also I like mommy dommy there. That's why. Okay, that's the vibe check. You made me say it. All right, there. Peach. Not mommy dommy. Vanilla, missionary, lights on. She's okay. I like that she has some stuff pulled from Mario 2 and even Mario RPG in her moveset. There's a Xenomorph skin in Fortnite. I didn't even know that. I don't know. I've always said this, that Peach kind of bores me. I'm not a big fan. I mean, her moveset's good, so I'll do better than that. I'll put her there, in front of Ken. Peach is kind of lame, but she makes sense in Smash Brothers, and her moveset's pretty good. I like her taunts even. I get it. They did a good job putting Peach in Smash Brothers, but that's the best I can say. Pichu, I don't like Pichu. Closest thing we have to a joke character. Really unnecessary clone. He's kind of annoying. I think I maybe like him better than Dark Pit. But I don't like Pichu very much. I'm annoying. Pikachu. I mean, it's Pikachu. It's a little boring. It's Pikachu. But I like his moveset quite a bit. Although that up B is still sometimes I swear I get sent in places I didn't mean to go because you've moved twice during it. So I might put him at the bottom of Smashy, but it's Pikachu. It's fine. It's not very exciting. I don't know how I feel about Piranha Plant. It was almost too obscure. At that point, there was so many characters I wanted to see. I'll say this. It's where we have Piranha Plant before we have Toad. We don't have Toad in the game. We just have a generic Piranha Plant. It's funny, I guess. And I like the moveset quite a bit. I like that Poison Cloud. The Poison Cloud's pretty good. So, he's fine. He's fine. I like playing more as Olimar. More than Olimar. Normal Pit. Normal Pit doesn't do too much for me, actually. Maybe it's because I'm jealous because he's getting Palutena's attention and I'm not. I don't know. Pit's fine. His moveset he's almost too much of an all-rounder, Like there's something vanilla about him. Like he can do everything pretty good. He just seems kind of bland to me for some reason. Like again, he's fine. I don't dislike it. I can't think of a great reason I don't like him better. Like it's fine. This is weird that we just have Pokemon Trainer now as a separate thing here. See, I actually don't like the concept of the Pokemon Trainer. I don't like the idea of just switching out the people. I'd rather that you just play as those Pokemon, to be honest. It was kind of neat at first, but it's kind of gimmicky. I think it's better just to pick a Pokemon and give them all down B moves. So I don't hate it, but I'm not a big fan of that whole kind of style of play. So I'll put him before Bowser Jr. That makes sense. Belmont. Richter Belmont. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. It is not by my hand that I am once again given flesh. I was brought here by humans, wishing to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slave. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you? I like Richter. I like his look. He's not as iconic as Simon. I know after all that, I'm gonna be like, he's fine. But like, you know, he is fine. He's on the better end of fine. Maybe like just right below Link. I'd rather play as Simon Belmont. I think about that scene a lot. I'll watch that randomly on YouTube. I'll even watch the updated version from like the Vita redubbing, or was it the Xbox 360 redubbing? It got redubbed at some point. I even think about that version a lot. I don't know why. Ridley is fantastic. I love Ridley. Ridley was after I got Mega Man, and I didn't even think I was gonna get Mega Man so soon. We got him in 4. Ridley was my dream character for a while. I really wanted Ridley in Smash Brothers. I always got really mad. People are like, he's too big. Like, no, they'll just make him smaller. It's fine. They finally added him, and he's just awesome. He's great. I love just how absolutely brutal he is. He has that one move where he just like grabs you and drags you on the ground with his claws digging into you. He's got the fireballs. I love Ridley. I'm so happy he's in Smash Brothers. I play as him quite a lot, actually. He's just great. Look at him. He's just perfect. Creepy little dinosaur dude who's like a commander of space pirates. I just love Ridley. What a great... He's definitely the best, like, commander villain, right? Like, he's not technically the main big bad. I know he is in, like, some games sometimes, but he's, like, the best lieutenant. I love him. God, Ridley's great. Rob was a cool pull when he showed up in Brawl, especially when he showed up in, like, the Subspace Emissary. He's got a really unique moveset. He's got some fun aerial moves. I like Rob quite a bit, actually. Rob's a lot of fun to play as. I think I like Rob even more than... Gosh, a lot of these. I'll put Rob there. Rob's cool. That was a neat thing to do. It's a great idea. I mean, it's cool because he's technically not even a video game character, right? In a lot of ways. Like, he showed up in some things, I guess, but, you know, mostly he was a toy. he's a controller more than anything. So, yeah, I like Robin there quite a bit. Robin! I think Robin's great. I love like battle mages, you know, that whole concept. People with like some kind of melee weapon and they have magic. That's like red mage is my main in Final Fantasy 14. Because I like that idea so much. I always like that kind of character class. Robin is great at that. He's got his sword, but he has his spell books. Like if I had a complaint, it's not much more. It's just that he's not always like meta-wise super good. So sometimes I feel like I have to really work to get wins with him. But when I do, they're very satisfying. Both the male and female versions of Robin are great. I love his aesthetic. I like Fire Emblem Awakening a lot. And I like the idea of just taking the player character and kind of making that canon version of Robin. I might even like Robin a bit more than this game. Which definitely my favorite Fire Emblem character is Smash Brothers. Robin's fantastic. I love Robin. Rosalina is interesting. I like Rosalina a lot as a character. I do not like her in Smash Brothers. The whole trying to control the little Luma thing, I find kind of annoying. I also don't like these depictions of Rosalina as some kind of giantess. I don't know why. Like, I maybe she's like that in even her first appearance. I get it. It's always kind of weird when she's like 2 feet taller than Princess Peach or something. It's like the idea of Rosalina as a heavy has always seemed weird to me. Here's hoping Sean is gone for now. I think Sean's distracted. I'm not a big fan. I don't like the way she plays. I like this character a lot. I really don't like the way she plays in this game. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. He's not my boy. You don't like tall star god lady, no. Well, it's not. If she was like proportionally tall, it'd be okay. But she's just like, it's like you got into Photoshop and just like dragged and stretched her. I don't know. It's weird. Roy is fine. I'll just put him right. I actually like. I've always liked Roy a little bit more than Marth. I don't know why. You know, again, same things I said about Roy. Just put it to Marth. Just put in Marth. Ryu. Yeah, like, you know what I said before about the fighting game characters. I'm not a big fan of just the fighting game characters put into Smash. I almost wish they Smash Brothers-ified them more than they did. Roy is the reason we got Fire Emblem in America, so that's good. So, you know, he's up there. He's better than average. Ryu, though, I'll put him above Ken, because at least he's not, like, Ken's the clone of him. Hell, I'll put him in front of Peach. There. Not big. That's fair. Referenda pen. That's fair. Maybe stopped with these Ryu and Ken. Yeah. Sorry. Samus though. I like Samus in Smash Bros. A lot. You know, like the charge beam is always good. It's always kind of like a fun thing to try to catch people with, especially when they're recovering. But the missiles are fun. The screw attack. The aerials are actually surprisingly good. I like that little like down tilt like fire explosion thing that she has. Samus is a great character, and she's great in Smash Brothers. So, and she has a lot of really cool alternate costumes, like you can do the fusion outfit. She has a lot of fun costume picks. I hope in the next one that we'll have her Metroid Dread kind of blue and white outfit. That'll be cool. Yeah, Samus is great. So Chic is interesting because she was my Melee main, and I don't know if I've ever enjoyed a character more than Chic in Melee. I thought she was super fun. She has never hit quite the same since then. She feels really weak to play. Like in Melee, she had that aerial forward move that would just swat people away, and that was like her kill move, and it was great. And now it's like a tap when you hit people with that. It's super unsatisfying. So I'm still bitter about that, and that's gonna keep Chic from being higher. I'm gonna put her at least this high in the smashing tier for the memory's sake. I'm not a big fan of how she's played. Basically, since Melee, she just hasn't felt the same. But man, back in the day, I love Chic. I'm glad that she's her own character now. I'm glad you don't have to switch between her and Zelda. Shulk. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Shulk. The Monado arts. We always say Monundos. I don't, because my brothers have no idea who this character is, and they're trying to play him. It's like, oh, my Monundos. What are these? What are these indeed? They even try to make them easier to do. They're just a pain. Like, oh, let me like pick my different forms in the middle of a Smash Bros. No, how about we don't? It's annoying. Shulk is such a bland JRPG protagonist too, right? Like, what is his traits? Is that he's nice. Shulk kind of sucks. You know what? Shulk? You know what? Fine, I'm doing it. You're better than Ivysaur, but it's annoying to play as him. And, oh gosh. Especially now that I have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I have Noah, and Noah, like, absolutely rules. Like, Noah's so much better as a character. So, yeah, sorry, Shulk. You're just annoying. You're just the most, like, bland, create an RPG from RPG Maker, like main character ever. He's better than Rex. Yes, that's true. Which goes to show you how much I hate Rex. Simon Belmont is great. What a great character. I'm glad they just got his hunky NES box art look. I was super excited when they announced him. Great reveal trailer. I wish he was, like, I like playing as him. It's hard to win with him. Like, his moveset makes a lot of sense. It's just all his Castlevania stuff. His recovery is awful, and you just get knocked off so easily. I love this character. I think I kind of have fun playing as him in Smash Bros. I feel like I should be having more fun playing as him in Smash Brothers. So I'm gonna put him above Pikachu and Pac-Man, but I wanted more from Simon. Snake is the first guest character we ever had, huh? I love Snake and Brawl, actually. I don't play as him a ton in Ultimate. I don't know why. It doesn't quite feel the same. It doesn't quite feel the same. But it's solid Snake. It's great that he's here. The codec calls are very good. He's definitely in this tier. I think I'll put him under Lucas, actually. Like, it's super good. He's great. They did a good job. Like, it's kind of hard to put that character in the game. Like, what do you do with a character who shoots people? Some of the bomb stuff is a little funky to me. The recovery with the Metal Gear Solid 2 like drill thing is also a little funky. Mostly though, I like him. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. Now I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm a big Sonic defender. I don't like how he plays in Smash Brothers at all. He feels awful in Smash Brothers. I hate it. I never liked playing as him. I think I hate him in Smash Brothers. I think I hate him in Smash Brothers. I like the character so much though that he might just get in here. I hate playing him in Smash Brothers. Actively feels bad. He's too fast. His moves don't feel satisfying. Like, nothing has a big punch. It's so hard to kill people with Sonic. I still don't know what his kill move is supposed to be. I'm not sure. He has like 6 different moves that are just him going into a ball and hitting people. It's annoying. He feels awful to play as. It's so disappointing. He's better than Shulk. But yeah, Sonic is a big disappointment to me in Smash Brothers anyways. Like, I get it. Like, in the games he just goes into a ball and hits people. But, be creative. Like with Pac-Man, like they made Pac-Man basically just like a Namco character. Maybe make Sega or make Sonic like a Sega character. I don't know, but do something more than just he runs around and turns into a ball and like punches and I don't know. But Sonic feels awful to play in his own 3D games too. Like, he should be fast. I get it. Like, it's hard to criticize that, but it's not fun to play as him being super fast and just kind of missing people. And I just don't know. Like, I've watched people who are good at Sonic play as him, and there's, like, stuff they do. I'm like, oh, so that's how it works. But it doesn't look fun. It doesn't look fun. I'm going to, like, move my screen. I'm going to adjust the screen here soon because we're running out of space. But hopefully it'll be okay. What the hell happened? Do you like playing as Rosalina, Sean, with her stupid Luma? I hate that. I hate that whole mechanic. I'm sorry. Like, send out the Luma and bring the Luma back, and then the Luma dies because you can't control it, and it's like, ugh. No, sorry. Rosalina's in the right spot. Squirtle's fine. I like the way Squirtle's a super cute Pokemon, and I like Squirtle as a Pokemon a lot. I don't think he's super fun to play as. He has that Flood move that I hate. Like, they just gave it to Squirtle. Great. I like him better than Charizard and even some of these other people. We'll put him there. He's not better than Olimar. Oh, come on, Sean. This is a great tier list. People say that this is the best tier list they've ever seen. People are saying. Let me, we get to actually adjust this because we're running out of room, so I have to lower this thing a bit. 1 second. Capture. Yeah, see? People like it. Alright. Oh, that's a little funky. 1 second. Perfect. This is a Tears for Mate who does not like apples. Toon Link! I don't like that they call him Toon Link. That seems disrespectful. Like, he's less of a Link than the other Links. But I still am very glad that Wind Waker Link is in Smash Brothers, so that's cool. I like playing as him more than I like playing as regular Link. I don't like the name Toon Link, so I'll put him at the bottom of Smashing. Villager. I mean, Villager's fun. I like that Villager's like a trap character, or I don't know what you call that, but he's like he has a very unique moveset aside from Isabelle, who's like a half clone. Uh, he was first called Toon Link in Brawl, by the way, Panda, when they first put him in Smash. That was his name. He's a secret character in Brawl. Yeah, I like Villager. He makes a lot of sense. He's good. He's probably even better than that, to be honest. He's probably better than at least Little Mac. That's a good character. I like the different versions. Wii Fit Trainer is actually pretty fun. I'm surprised how well that works. Like, it's a stupid idea, but it's like kind of funny, and they actually gave her a really good move set. So I actually kind of like Wii Fit Trainer. I think they did a good job with that. I think it actually works. Star Wolf or just Wolf, I don't know. Not a big fan of Wolf. He was kind of fun in Brawl because he was strong. His song is good, but like, we already had Falco, who was basically just Fox, and now we also have Wolf, who's basically just Fox. And we got this guy in like the Wii Smash Brothers. It was pretty early to be doing like the fact that we got Wolf and before people like Little Mac infuriated me at the time. So better than Corrin, I guess, but I'm not a big fan. We know what we think of wolves. That's right. You know I don't like wolves. Yoshi. I love Yoshi, especially as a kid. I was always a big Yoshi fan. But I mean, his moveset's fine. It doesn't blow me away. I don't like he was always weird how he doesn't actually have like an up B recovery move. He's smashing for sure. He's definitely smashing where maybe even like here. He's fine. He's fine. I was not a fan of Young Link until this game. I don't know why. Young Link is so much fun to play as an ultimate. Like, I thought like in 4 was no Melee was the first time we had Young Link, and then he felt kind of stupid and redundant, like whatever. He was almost like a Pichu, and yet somehow he works pretty well in this one. Probably the bottom of smashing because it is such a clone character, but still, it's fun. Same with Zelda. Like, I didn't like Zelda's old versions ever since they redesigned her to look like the Zelda. So they designed her to look like the Zelda from Link Between Worlds, which is cool. And then they also decoupled her from Chic a while back, and that's cool. So she's never great. She's never like a super strong choice, but she's always pretty fun to play as, actually. So I like Zelda and Smash Brothers. Zero Suits Samus. Zero Suits Samus. Zero Suits Samus. Hey, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Zero Suits Samus is pretty fun to play. It's good they made her own character. Sean is like about to freak out. I mean, yeah, she's good. She's in smashing. I don't know why. I don't like have any strong feelings about her. Look, she's better than all these people. I agree. She's better than maybe right below Solid Snake. Is she OP right now? She's always been OP or not OP. That happens all the time with her. She's fine. I mean, I like her. She's good. I don't know why. I just don't have strong feelings. You'll take it. I don't know why this list has the Ice Climbers separate, but we're going to disregard that. We already put the Ice Climbers together. Wario in Smash Bros. Is really good. I like that you have both the classic look and the WarioWare look for him. Some of his moves are a little funky to me. Like, the motorcycle is always a little weird. The biting them thing is always a little weird. They can't change. They can't make up their mind if his forward smash attack should be the punch or the tackle. It should be the tackle. So I like Wario. I think they did a good job. The fart thing's funny. Let's admit it. Probably on the higher end, actually, of this stuff. Put him there. I was like, who is this? Oh, Joker! That's right. The Joker's in this game. I do actually like Joker's moveset. I'm not a big fan of like characters with enrage modes, and he has like the enrage mode thing. It's kind of an annoying mechanic. But still, he's actually kind of a lot of fun. He has like that Chic style of play that I always just kind of like, these sort of swift characters. That's fun. So Joker's a pretty good time. Probably I'll put him here. Ooh, this is interesting. I like Dragon Quest 11 a lot. I like Dragon Quest is something I've been turned on to more recently. And I love how you can pick different Dragon Quest heroes from this. I'm mad that Dragon Quest V's hero isn't one of the options, but whatever. I can get over that. You got some good ones. You get 3s in there at least. You have 8s in there. You have 4s in there and 1s in this guy. I kind of actually like. It's a little like, I understand it's a little cumbersome, but I actually like the whole JRPG menu thing. It's kind of fun. I think that's pretty cute. There's a lot to like about this character. This character's name's just Hero. That's kind of almost the most annoying thing, is his name's just Hero. Like, okay, that's kind of lame. But otherwise, I don't have much bad to say about this character. I think he's pretty good. I might not put him like the tippy top. I think I'll put him ahead of Wario, actually. Well, the Dragon Quest main doesn't feel as necessary as the Mondo arts. I see your point, Sean. I know what you mean, but it feels better to me than the freaking Mondo arts. Banjo-Kazooie's not very strong, but I love him. I think he's such a fun Smash Bros. Character. His reveal trailer was amazing. He has a really simple but fun move set. He looks so good. Like, this is the best Banjo-Kazooie I've ever looked, definitely. It's just so good seeing them back in that classic style after that sort of weird, like, square shapes, like art style that they had in Nuts and Bolts. I'm not even, like, the biggest Banjo-Kazooie fan, but I think that they're great in Smash Bros. They fit in really well. I don't know why Banjo's down here again, by the way. This tier looks a little funky. We don't need a second Banjo. All right. Everyone's already gotten mad at some of my other fighting game character picks. I do probably like, gosh, now I'm brain farting on his Terry. Oh my god, I was like brain farting on Terry. I do like Terry. Maybe in Smash Bros. I like Terry more than Ryu can, mostly because of that super strong special move that he has. I forget what it's called. I'm sure Sean's yelling it right now, but you know the one. But still, he's probably still just as he's still in. This is fine for me. Put him a little bit higher. I'll put him above Falco. Buster Wolf. Yeah, I like Buster Wolf. That one special move. Buster Wolf is a lot of fun. Look, give me a break, Sean. I'm relatively new to all this SNK stuff, okay? I'm learning about SNK. I'm telling you, I'm not a giant fan of the actual fighting game characters that are in Smash Brothers. This is not what I'm really here for. Byleth, I like Byleth as, again, another, like, strong character. I'm glad that they gave Byleth, like, more than sword. It is a sword character, but at least you have a bow and arrow and this other stuff. That's kind of fun. That makes him better than a lot of the other Smash Brothers like characters. I'll put him in this as fine. I mean, is he smashing? No, he's fine. Good, and both male and female forms are good. Better than Dr. Mario, maybe not as good as Greninja. Min. This is different. When I say fighting game characters put in Smash Bros., this is a bit different than that. She transfers pretty well, but also I don't find her very exciting to play as. I don't know. She's very unique, and that's cool. I'm a little salty that we didn't get what's her face. What, embarrassing. I don't remember her name, but Twintel. I wanted Twintel instead for reasons. But Min-Min's fine. Here, Min-Min's better than Falco, but worse than Terry. How's that, Terry Bogard? Minecraft Steve. Well, I am not 10 years old, so I don't really like this character that much. He's got way too much going on. I still actually don't even know how this character works. I'll be honest. I still don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. You like get a chest and you're like mining. You have like this weird bar with your resources. I don't know. I don't hate it. Like it's cute. He also like somehow even the characters that don't look like they belong in Smash Brothers, like Game & Watch or Bayonetta, they somehow fit in better than Steve does. He just looks out of place. Like, I don't know how you smash-fy him more, but he just seems weird. I'm going to put him at the bottom of not a big fan. The fact that I have him in front of Sonic is actually disgusting me. But maybe I honestly would rather play as Minecraft Steve than Sonic in that game, I'll be honest. Sephiroth. The thing with Sephiroth was, it's like, okay, of course you're gonna add Sephiroth, like, I guess, but man, like, our second Final Fantasy character is gonna be another Final Fantasy VII character, and I get it, it's Final Fantasy VII, it's the most popular one. Sephiroth as a character in general, like, I get it, he's iconic, but man, is overexposure a thing with him? Like, he's not that interesting as a character is part of the problem. Like, he's cool. He's got that going for him. Otherwise, you get tired. His moveset is pretty fun. His moveset is a lot of fun, so that's going to put him in this is fine. He's fun to play as, but boy, do I have Sephiroth fatigue. Even if it was Tifa, that would have been cooler. And Final Fantasy, is he interesting? I mean, Final Fantasy VII is this cool story about, like, you know, like how far do you go to save the planet, and corporations are ruining the planet, blah, blah, blah. And then once Sephiroth gets involved, it just becomes kill the big bad guy who wants to blow up the planet. He dumbs the story down significantly. Oh, I'm sure Sakurai's a big Final Fantasy VII stan. That's the story. I play Final Fantasy. That's the story. See, that's the problem. That was the story, and then it instead becomes about Genova and the live stream and the ancient, and like that stuff's not as like it becomes more about lore than this interesting stuff about, you know, the eco-terrorism and what have you. That is not a gross misunderstanding of Final Fantasy VII's plot. You guys can't gaslight me on this. I played Final Fantasy VII. Oh, for crying out loud. No, that's how it works. Look, he's fine. He's fine. He's better than Min Min. He's not better than Terry. Actually, he's better than Terry. Actually, he's better than Bayonetta. Actually, he's better than Isabelle. And actually, he's kind of climbing up here, isn't he? We'll put him there. So he's better than average. He's better than average. It's Sephiroth. Like, whatever. Like, if they put Kefka in there, are you kidding me? You know how cool that would have been? That would have been amazing. And it's not about just like, oh, I'm mad they put this person into the other person. That's fine. This is, I don't know, Christian. It's whatever. I have my own rules. Kefka who? All right, Sean. Now who's embarrassing themselves? Hey, look. Speaking of mommies. Again, I'm not a big fan of, like, multiple characters in one character slot. I don't like when down B is just switch between them. And I think these characters are weird in their game. I think they are just weird. They are two of the most fetishized characters I've ever seen certainly in a Nintendo game, in a mainstream game, and even in JRPGs, where there's a lot of fetishized characters. These two are pretty out there, and sometimes it's just weird. There's Jeff smashing, nice Jeff. But they're actually pretty fun to play as. They're actually a lot of fun to play as. Which I don't think gets them to smashing. I think it gets them to they're fine. So that saves them. It's a combo. Probably better than Dr. Mario, though. Look, I'll put them below Sephiroth, so you Sephiroth fans start freaking out. There. Oh, he has separate ones for them, so we only actually have two more. Okay, so part of this is on me. Now, you guys know I've said I want to get into Tekken because I have not played very much Tekken. So right now I have no affinity for this guy. I've played him a little bit. I still stand by, like, he's a fighting game character in Smash Bros. And his moveset feels a little weird to me. At least he has a range attack. Well, I mean, so did Ryu Ken, but like a more Smash Brothers-y range attack, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. Who even is this? Is this Jin? Is this Hayachi? I know there's like three of them. They're generational. I'm just admitting Kazuya. See, I didn't even know it. Kazuya. Is he the middle one? Hayachi's his father. Kazuya's... You know what's disgusting? You guys are like this. I mostly know about the lore because I watched the live-action Tekken movie once with my friend. So that's why I know that Jin's his son and Hayachi's his father. He's the one who throws somebody... He's the one who throws people off of volcanoes, right? So that's his thing. That's his gimmick. I think I like him more than the other, like, fighting game characters I talk shit about. But not much more. Do I like him more than Terry? Maybe I don't like him more than Terry. I like him more than Ryu and Ken this game, to be honest. Oh, they all do. They all throw people off of things. Okay, I like him. Well, do I like him better than Min Min? Maybe not. We'll put him there. He's fine. He's fine. I have no affinity for Tekken. I want to change that. This might change in a year. We got one left. Everyone know who it is? Do you guys know who's last? I know who's last. Da 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 da. Whoa, what's it gonna be? I think Sora's great in Smash Bros. I think he's a lot of fun. I like that you have so many of his different costumes to pick. I think he actually fit into the game better than I would have thought he would. Yeah, I know Jeff doesn't like this. I don't. There's not much I would change about Sora. I like Sora. No, look, all right. I know, guys. Look, I like Kingdom Hearts. All right. What can I say? I like, he does not play like ass. He does not play like ass. Yeah, like this was a cool surprise to get this. The fact that I can be Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is great. I put him at the bottom of no notes, okay? But I'm really happy Sora's in there. I think he's a lot of fun, actually. I think he's a good time. That's it, guys. That's the list. I think this is a pretty good list myself. I think, okay, you can all tell me the one character's whose position makes you the most upset. I'll give you that. Give me the one that makes you the most. I'm not going to change my list, but you can all tell me the one that you disagree with the most. See? Thank you, Beef Hammer. Rosalina? God. Bomb tier list. I hate this. Oh, you hate the whole bottom thing. Silver the Hedgehog should be known Ryu. I get it with Ryu. I just don't really like the fighting game characters in this. Bayonetta, I understand, Chris. Yeah, that one's, I understand. People have that's what's weird. People have really strong feelings with Bayonetta. I just, as a character, I don't have strong feelings about Bayonetta. Sora, yeah, I mean, I can understand people thinking Sora's too high. I think all my other top tiers aren't too controversial. Maybe Mega Man is to some people. I don't know. Again, I just like Mega Man a lot. And look, I think Kirby is actually the best Smash Bros. Character. I stand by that. And man, I just like Kirby. Huh? I have Kirby and Dedede as the top 2 Smash Bros. Characters. That's interesting. Samus is probably low here. Actually, Samus is probably better than Mega Man. That's probably better. I think so. I don't like playing as Sonic in Smash Bros. I hate the way Sonic plays in Smash Bros. Panda. I like Sonic, obviously. I hate playing as him in Smash Bros. Where's Corrin? Corrin, I don't think I put Corrin very high. Yeah, here's Corrin. I put Corrin pretty low. I think he's okay to play as, but man, that is definitely, if there's like one, at least he's not a clone. That probably is a little ungenerous for Corrin. But I'm standing by it. Oh, I like Sonic. I mean, I have my Sonic doll over there somewhere. But I stand by it. I'm going to save this tier list now. No, let's just save it offline. That's the tier list, everybody. I thought that was fun. We could do more of these.